Hi everyone, I hope everything is good. We are here today for the player analysis of 4 of the most promising players of the G1 League. So, let's start now! The G1 Leagues has kicked off at the end of February, and there are already some young players who are poised for a great season. Today we are going to take the time to look at some of the top young players who have shown their astonishing potential. Japan's Football League is widely considered one of the top football leagues in Asia. Despite heavy concurrence from other leagues with very deep pockets such as the Chinese League or the United Arab Emirates, Japan is still considered the best classic Asian football league. The main difference with the G1 and other Asian football leagues is that the G1 produces some amazing homegrown talent. Today we are going to talk about 4 of these young and talented players in the G1 league. Our first young talent is 20-year-old goalkeeper Kosei Tani. Like every other young boy, Tani started his football career in his hometown club TSK Senboku FC. Once it became clear that he was very gifted, Gamba Osaka scooped him away. He rose through their development and made his G1 debut in an away match against Sanfrecce Hiroshima on 9 May 2018. Tani entered at halftime and his team was able to bend the 2-0 deficit into a 3-2 win. After this incredible debut, he was held back a bit by injuries which prevented him from cracking Gamba Osaka's first team rotation. But Osaka still wanted to develop him, which is why they sent him to G1 rival shonan Bellmare in February 2020. It was a bit of a weird move to lead him out to a direct competitor, especially as he immediately received playing time. He started off with a bang as he kept a clean sheet in his first appearance for shonan Bellmare. The next few weeks were a bit rough as Bellmare's defense was very mediocre. On top of that, their offense was absolutely horrific. So despite amazing saving percentages from Kosei, they still lost quite a bit. Luckily, they were able to turn it around in match week 23. They started winning, led by multiple clean sheets from Kosei Tani. Tani's stint with Bellmare will end next year and Gamba Osaka will be amazed and pleased with his development. Tani's 1m89 build is a bit on the short side to be a top goalkeeper, but this doesn't seem to hinder him at all. His lightning quick reflexes make up for the lack of height. Despite his young age, he is already very outspoken. Once he got to know Bellmare's system, he started governing the defense and his instructions paid off. They became one of the better defensive teams in the G1. A good goalkeeper manages to make a lot of saves, but a great goalkeeper manages to make the defense in front of him play better. To do that at only 20 years old is a very good sign for his future. The sky is the limit for this young keeper who is able to make a very average defense look like one of the best in the league. Our next prospect is also a goalkeeper. The 22-year-old Hatano plays for FC Tokyo. Just as Kosei, he got his first starting job as a goalkeeper last season. Hatano is a real FC Tokyo kid. He started his youth career for them in 2011 and has played for them ever since. He's made his way through the teams and finally got his chance for the first team when 32-year-old Akihiro Hayashi suffered a leg injury. Despite only starting 10 games last season, he absolutely dominated. He kept clean sheets in 6 of his 10 appearances and led the team as if he was a veteran. His saving percentage of 82% over the course of his 10 games is better than top goalkeepers such as Oblak or Neuer. Of course, he plays against a lower level of competition, but this type of performance from such a young age is very noteworthy. The most special thing about Hatano is his incredibly long frame of 1m98. If he keeps improving his technical abilities, he already has all the physical abilities he needs with his long arms, huge body and solid flexibility. Our next player of this video is Kaoru Mitoma. Mitoma is a young left winger who became the first rookie since Yoshinori Muto in 2013 to to score in double digits. Mitoma joins the Kawasaki frontale at a very young age, and after cruising through the youth teams, Mitoma was offered a spot on the senior team in 2015. Surprisingly enough, Mitoma declined this opportunity. He felt he was not ready yet and cited the lack of playing time of other young prospects as the main reason. Instead, he decided to join the University of Tsubaka and their football program. This decision was inspired by the success of other young talents who went on to play in the G1. While in college, he signed a contract to start playing for the Kawasaki frontale in 2020. In his long-awaited rookie season, Mitoma didn't start immediately due to frontale's solid squad that finished fourth in the G1 in 2019. But when he played, he proved how gifted he was. His playing time slowly ramped up as the team played better with the quick and flashy winger on the field. He created a lot of chances for himself as he took more than 3 shots a game despite limited playing time. His constant threat allowed more space for his other teammates, which also allowed him to rack up assists. His 13 goals and 12 assists led Frontale to a 22-5-3 record and the first place in the G1. Mitoma is a very talented winger, but his defense cannot be underestimated. Even as a winger, on limited playing time, he managed to intercept 11 passes, while also having 24 successful tackles. His amazing play in his rookie season earned him a starting spot in 2021, and Frontale are still rolling as they are once again in first place this season. Our final ensemble prospect is another Kawasaki frontale player. Tanaka is a 22-year-old midfielder who started his career with Kawasaki frontale in 2007 at only 9 years old. He rose his way through the ranks and made his J1 debut in September 2018. Frontale's manager liked what he saw, and Tanaka became a full-time starter for Kawasaki in 2019. Despite his smaller size, Tanaka quickly became one of the best defensive midfielders in the G1 league. He is quick enough to cover the whole field, which takes off a lot of the pressure on Kawasaki's defense. In his first season as a starter, he managed 30 interceptions and 35 won tackles, but this was counterbalanced by the fact that he did commit 39 fouls. Tanaka then worked very hard in the off-season, especially on his passing game. He became an N'Golo Kante type player who can dominate the middle of the field defensively, while also being a surprisingly effective counter threat with great passing skills. He upped his crosses from 6 in the 2019 season to 60 in the 2020 season. Tanaka also improved on the defensive end by improving his tackling and interception totals. But the most important part about that is that he managed to achieve those amazing numbers by only committing 26 fouls. On top of that, he upped his interceptions and tackle to 37 and 48 respectively. Despite all the Asian competitions challenging the G1 for the spot as best league in Asia, Japan is still leagues ahead in player development. Both their youth and football programs at universities are well known to produce some very good talents that can compete at the top level in Japan or in Europe. The future looks bright for these gifted young players that we talk about, but who do you think that will have the most successful career? You can let your opinion on the comment section. That's the end of today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If this is the case, don't forget to share it to enjoy and to subscribe. If this video sparked your interest in the J1 League, Japanese football overall, and their amazing young talent, make sure to follow Sorare Japan on Twitter for more fascinating G1 content. If you want to learn more about Sorare and dig deeper on the game, you can join us on our Discord server. You will also find a link on the description if you want to join Sorare and earn a rare card as soon as you buy 5 rare cards. I wish you good luck, and until next time, take care.